For the Multimedia Systems class, we decided to build a sound generation tool that will use the swarm behavior of artificially built creatures on the screen. The tool consists of two parts. The first part is a program that generates the swarm behavior which was written in processing, and the second program which accepts the output of the first program as an input to generate the sound, which was built in Maximus P. The image of flocking birds have always fascinated me. The movement of the whole flock seems chaotic yet elegant. Each bird of the flock flies very close to other birds and does not collide. They fly in more or less in the same direction. They fly in more or less with the same velocity. How is that possible? In 1986, Craig Reynolds came up with an answer by reducing the whole movement of the flock into three simple rules that are followed by every bird in the flock. The rules are: first, cohesion; second, the separation; and the third, alignment. So what are these rules? The first rule, cohesion. It is the average position of the neighboring birds, and it is used for adjusting the position of the... Our next rule is separation. Each bird checks the distance of the other birds to make sure they do not collide. Our next rule is alignment. So, each bird checks the heading direction of the birds around it so that they fly in the pretty much same direction. The of the swarm is generated by adding the x and y coordinates of each element of the swarm. So, when they are on the upper left corner of the screen, the sound is at their lowest. When we move them around the screen, especially to the down left or to down right, which is the position 800, 600, their frequency is the highest, hence generating a higher sound. The movement of the swarm is either autonomous or directed by the user. By pressing the spacebar, the user can enable or disable the mouse following of the swarm. Now the swarm is following the mouse cursor. So when you move around the cursor on the screen, the swarm is following them. When you press the spacebar, their movement is autonomous. They just make their own way around the screen. The users can interact with the swarm by drawing circles on the screen. The circles drawn on the screen get smaller gradually, disappearing at the end. This way we create some kind of pattern on the screen, causing a distinct sound. Every user who plays with the sound of swarm has a different style of playing. Some users prefer creating larger circles on the screen, keeping the swarm apart from the other parts. Some like creating smaller circles on the screen, causing small holes on the swarm. So there is something for everyone in it. The tails are the tail of each element of the swarm gets bigger or smaller as they go faster or slower. And also the direction of the tail changes with the direction of the movement of the swarm elements.